Copasah with a view to facilitate mutual learning among practitioners and accountability thinkers across the regions of the globe. This series intends to enrich the field of social accountability with insights and experiences from the field of accountability practice. So now today we are into the second dialogue of the series. The presentation in today's dialogue is an outcome of a study conducted by Copasah in collaboration with independent researcher and consultant Luul Balestra. I'll brief you about this dialogue that Copasah has a rich community-centric social accountability experiences in the East Southern African region through its organization members. To understand the current context of social accountability in the ESA region, strengthen and expand the network of Copasah as well as envision the future pathways of Copasah in this region, a study mapping social accountability in health in ESA was conducted by Copasah in collaboration with Luul. The study also involved different Copasah ESA members, as many were key informants in this study. So we today look forward for participation from different members from Copasah ESA regions. And now I'll introduce you to modalities of the platform on which this webinar is being hosted. The webinar is being hosted on the BlueJeans platform, and we have shared the participant user guideline earlier also. And in case you have some problems of logging in, please do write us to at copasahnet@gmail.com while we are logged in through the session. The platform is being moderated by the Copasah Secretariat, and a communication head will be providing the technical lead and support to us. So we would like to inform you that there might be limitations of internet, so kindly bear with us on that. And we request you all to keep your microphones muted while the presentation, during the presentation by our speaker today. And we would like to invite your thoughts and opinions from all of you on the way forward for deepening Copasah in the ESA region. If you have any specific comments inside you want to add on to, there's a chat button on the right of your screen. Please send in your names if you want to make a comment at the end of the session by Luul. You will be given a chance to speak and your microphones will be unmuted from the second.
Can't hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now. Oh no.
Sureka can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear
hear
either.
Sureka.
Yeah. 1 second. I think something.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh. You're audible now? Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
I can.
Hey, someone from Uganda.
20 seconds were off.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
Okay. You introduce.
I can hear.
I think you introduce. Then you are now next in here.
First we introduce them, then we okay. Now members
Online soft copy
and also brief you Copasah in the ESA region. Jeffrey is a governance, transparency and accountability practitioner. Working with civil society, engaging with government various communities of practice. So over to Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff,
Hello. Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry,
over
I
to
got
you
a bit
now.
distracted. Sorry, I got a bit distracted because I was not hearing anything. There was a lot of noise in the background. Geoffrey Pio from Uganda. And first and foremost, I want to thank the Secretariat, the Copasah Secretariat, for organizing this webinar. It's quite an important webinar for the Eastern Central Africa, because one of our major objectives for the past year has been majorly strengthening the Copasah in Eastern Central Africa. As many of you attended the strengthening meeting sometime in July last year, one of the major challenges for Copasah was around issues about learnings. There are issues about how do we strengthen us as a network within Eastern Central Africa. So this report that Luul is going to share with us is quite timely and comes in at the right time for this whole process. We also all aware that Copasah is going to go through a organizational development annual organization development assessment, I think sometime quite soon, and this also is quite timely for this whole process. Basically, I would also want to thank all members for taking the time to actually taking the time. Are you hearing me? Yeah, all members taking the time to spend at least 1 hour to talk about and strategize ways of moving forward with East and Central Africa. And I would welcome each of us to be quite open and to provide comments and your input into this whole process. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have I lost you guys?
No, correct. I'm saying, Geoff, we can hear you.
Unfortunately on. Hello.
Yes, hello?
Hello.
Yes, we
Hi,
can
Joe.
hear you.
Sorry, I'm coming in very early such that I connect. This is
No, this.
Noor Achibuka from the Hood. I'm connecting a bit 30 minutes earlier such that I'm sure I am on. I don't miss anything. And I should say that I think things are proper now from Geoffrey speaking. I think it's better than it was. There was a lot of noise in the background before.
You tell them, na? Tell them it's a trial. Please log in after 30 minutes.
Noor, can you hear me?
There's a lot of echoing.
Hello? Hello?
All right, I'll come in now for the trial. So thanks Sureka and Geoff for the introduction. A good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for taking the time for this. I'm really glad to be able to share with you today the results of my and Copasah recent work on social accountability in health in Eastern and Southern Africa. Please bear with me while I'm uploading the presentation. But I'm more glad for the opportunity to get your feedback and stimulate a discussion about it, while time and virtual space limitations permitting. So this leads me to the objectives of my presentation and of the whole webinar, which are uploaded now. First, we want to present to you and validate the findings of the study mapping social accountability in health in Eastern and Southern Africa. Many of you were key informants for the study, but there are also many new names here. So this is a great opportunity to include more voices in the final product. Ultimately, we want this study to bring forward the views of Eastern and Southern Africa practitioners. So it's crucial that we know whether it broadly resonates with your experiences. Second, we want to stimulate a discussion on how to strengthen Copasah in Eastern and Southern Africa as a network that is relevant to the needs and the desires of local practitioners. And finally, we want to brainstorm on what calls to other stakeholders, such as researchers, duty bearers, and donors, the report may help convey. Well, let's be ambitious and think they may also read it. So during or after my presentation, as Sureka said, you'll be asked to comment based on 3 sets of questions. I'll introduce them now for you to keep them in mind during the presentation. First, do you agree with this depiction of the field of social accountability in health in Eastern and Southern Africa? Did any major trend?
Please share the screen.
Right. Is it there now? Do you see it now?
Before you begin your presentation, please share the screen.
Absolutely. Is it there now? Sorry, I didn't get you. Do you see it? Yes or no?
I have a screen on. Hello?
Yes. So
I
it is
see
there.
questions. Yes,
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
You'll hear this twice because this is a trial, just for you to know. All right, I'll continue. So second, how do you feel about recommendations for strengthening Copasah in Eastern and Southern Africa? Do you have any additional recommendations? If you're new to Copasah, please consider commenting on networking among practitioners in the region in general. And third, based on its findings, what calls might the report convey to other stakeholders? So with this in mind, let's go back to presenting the work, beginning with why it was done, what was done, and how. Eastern and Southern Africa is undoubtedly an important ground of experimentation of social accountability approaches in the health sector. Despite this, various actors in Copasah, as we heard from Geoff, felt that the network lacked strength in the region and that a better job could be done to support the work happening there. Also, the Secretariat felt it had limited knowledge of the region, and a better understanding of regional health perspective was needed to complement Copasah's current efforts to reassess its strategy and enhance its relevance in the global arena, which we also heard about before. With this in mind, Copasah embarked on a small-scale qualitative research project to elicit the views of local practitioners of major trends, strengths, challenges, and opportunities in the field in Eastern and Southern Africa. The study report, which is now a draft, will soon be finalized and published. Its main goal is to provide recommendations for strengthening Copasah in the region, but we also hope it will be useful to those interested in the subject. The research was conducted between June and October 2016, at least as far as the data collection was involved. It involved 24.
Luul, can you hold for a second?
Absolutely.
Luul, you are going too fast.
Okay.
So you have to be a bit slow in your narration.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Prem,
I think we need not.
Could you also tell me how is the changing of lights coming over?
Luul,
A lot of background noise.
It will be all right. You be slow, and once you have changed the slide, it takes about 5 seconds for it to appear on the screen.
Okay.
So you keep that in mind. As you complete the last sentence of your previous slide, then you meanwhile keep the next slide on immediately. So by the time you finish the sentence, the slide will be on.
Okay. Should I keep on going?
People are logging in. One second.
Okay.
People are logging in. We can go about another 5 minutes and close. Once you are comfortable with the technology.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you can try send me some message in the meanwhile on WhatsApp so that I also have that. Okay, so I'll keep going for another 2-3 minutes.
Yes.
The research was conducted between June and October 2016. It involved 24 practitioners based in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and South Africa, for a total of 18 in-depth face-to-face or Skype interviews. Key informants were initially identified among Copasah members, and snowballing was then used to find more participants. Interview questions revolved around 3 axes. First, the work of organizations participating in the study, their focus, strategy, approach to social accountability in health. Second, informants' views on the field in the region. And third, their perception of Copasah and suggestion to strengthening it in Eastern and Southern Africa. I also conducted field visits to 2 projects by UNHCR and HEPS Uganda, which added some real life to my data. In addition, I attended a Copasah regional strengthening meeting Geoff was mentioning earlier in July 2016, which included participatory sessions relevant to the study, as well as my presentation of the preliminary findings on Copasah, followed by group discussion. So let's start with organizational practices. Organizations shared several focus areas, which not surprisingly reflect common challenges faced by health sectors in the region, mostly linked to health financing, access to medicines, human resources, state of facilities, and infrastructures. This was seen as a strength as it makes it easier for practitioners to share experiences and engage in common actions. Work on social determinants of health was less prominent than work on health system components, and some informants thought that this focus should be strengthened. Most organizations use a mix of health policy monitoring / advocacy and community empowerment strategies. Collaboration with duty bearers was more common than confrontation, although both are used by most practitioners to some extent. Some informants thought that collaboration is more popular and tend to work better in the region. Others said that government repression of NGOs and donors' preferences for non-confrontational organizations influenced such a trend. Is that all right?
Yeah. I don't know who the question is addressed to, but for me, I think it's all right.
Okay, it was for everybody. Good.
Yeah.
Should I keep going, Sureka, or that's good? Let me go back to it. Okay. Right. Just in your comments. Yes. Okay. Sureka, are you there?
I think Sureka is not there.
Yes.
But based on what I've been
think so.
hearing, I think it's very clear and the speed is okay. As in your speed is fine. And I've also noted that a few people are joining right now.
Yeah.
So I think it would
Jeff,
be
can you
good
hear me?
for us. Yeah, I can hear you clearly. You
Yes,
just keep
Sureka.
getting off.
Can you hear me now?
Sureka, is it possible to move to another room or something? Because I think every time you come on, there are a lot of echoing and all that. Because for Luul, it was very clear. There was nothing like echoing. So I don't know what is the problem. Yeah, this one thing I noted. Yeah.
So Jeff, 1 second. Is there echo? Is there echo now?
No, for you it's not. I don't know whether you're in different rooms, but you
I'm in the same
yours
room.
is
I'm in the
there's,
same room. Is there echo now?
yeah, there's a slight echo. There's still it's sort of a disturbance. It's not as clear as Luul was. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So
a
there is,
slight echo now, and there was a big echo before.
Yeah,
Ramdas.
yeah.
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 okay.
This echo is bearable, but if it can get less than that, the better. But this is much bearable than before.
Okay. So what we will do is we will try to minimize as much as possible. I think there are many computers on. So once it starts, uh, I'm saying we will try to monitor. Things will be a little bit challenging, but don't don't stop, but go on, because there'll be, even if you stop, then there is no way for us to communicate. Okay. So I think Luul, the thing is you have to be a bit slow and keep your attention on sharing screen before you start. You can keep the slide on itself while you talk initially, and then slowly continue. Okay. Otherwise, I think more or less things are fixed. We will try to take care of the echo, and we can now close because people are logging in. So and they're getting confused whether the session is on or whether they missed something. So we will log in after about 10 minutes. Is that okay with you all?
Yeah,
It's okay.
We log in about
And
10 minutes, is it?
We'll send the message across, Jeff, on the WhatsApp group.
All right.
And when you are not talking, please keep your microphone muted.
Okay.
One of the ways why echo comes, because you will hear the voice that is coming out from your computer gets into the microphone which is on. So when Jeff you are not speaking, keep your microphone off. And when you have to speak, please see that it's on. Otherwise, your sound won't be picked up. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we will log in after. I think more or less things are settled. There will be some technology problem. Echoes may not be from the here. It may be in the internet, but we will try to manage some. Okay. All the best. And I think it will happen perfectly well. So don't worry.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. So one thing is remove all the noise making chairs. Small noise also is getting picked up.